From the Delhi studios of Republic TV, it's time for Arnab Goswami on the debate.
Good evening and welcome. My dear viewers, in the last 11 months, those in the opposition who are shallow, a group which today includes largely Rahul Gandhi and his cronies, they have done everything possible to ridicule the Prime Minister's battle against COVID. And therefore, the image of Narendra Modi receiving the shot on his left arm on a day that we are the largest supplier of the vaccines to the entire world is a fitting rebut and a reminder that governance is not done by ranting on Twitter and that politics is not about empty dares. Can you do this? Can you do that? I am proud that our Prime Minister took the shot when his turn came like any other citizen. I am so proud of the Prime Minister that he took the shot when his turn came like any other citizen. And I must say I am even prouder of the fact that when Prime Minister Narendra Modi's turn came, it came at a time when he has ensured that India is truly ready to be COVID-free by carrying out the biggest, largest vaccination drive in the entire world. I'm so proud of that. And therefore, tonight, truly we must remember. We must remember all the garbage that was thrown at us by these pseudos. We must remember all the paranoia that they tried to put in our mind. And we must remember all the lies that they published in their rags. And if possible, ladies and gentlemen, tonight, I usually don't say this, but today I think I must say this. Tonight, we must point the finger right back at them. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, the time has come to point the finger back at all those who tried to put paranoia in our minds and put self-doubt in our minds for their petty political reasons. Those politicians and their cronies, we must collectively point the finger back at them tonight, especially their cronies in the media. Their cronies in the media must have the finger pointed right back at them tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, that's debate number one this evening. I have a fantastic panel on a day the Prime Minister takes the shot. And debate number two tonight. Revolt in the Congress party, breakup of the Congress party over the tie-up with the ISF in Bengal. That's debate number two, ladies and gentlemen, and here are the headlines this Monday evening on the debate tonight. Prime Minister Narendra Modi takes the first shot of the COVID vaccine on day one of the second phase of inoculation. Vaccine critics completely silenced as the Prime Minister takes the indigenously developed Covaxin. Vaccine fear-mongering has failed. At least 17 lakh register for vaccination in 12 hours. Further breakup in the confused Vadra Congress party. Anand Sharma questions Congress alliance with influential cleric-led ISF in Bengal. Tejaswi meets Mamta, offers full support to the TMC to fight the BJP in the state. And secret note from Pakistan reveals Imran is sheltering 53 terrorists and 40 terrorist groups. Ladies and gentlemen, as the Prime Minister took the first shot of the indigenously developed co-vaccine of Bharat Biotech, he not only instilled confidence among the people, but he also silenced the vaccine critics who tried to run down the India-made vaccine. Tonight, the rise in registration on CoWIN app is proof of the failing, disastrous, rejected, abysmal vaccine politics. Here is how the Prime Minister got inoculated, and then tonight we debate.
Taking the early morning drive, Prime Minister Narendra Modi arrived at the All India Institute of Medical Sciences on day one of second phase of vaccination drive. With AIIMS Director Dr. Arnab Guleria by his side, Prime Minister Modi entered the vaccination centre, where he was briefed on the protocols by Nurse P. Naveda, who hails from Puducherry, and Rosamma Anil from Kerala. Filling out the requisite forms, Prime Minister geared up for his first dose of the vaccine against COVID. It was Covaxin, a vaccine developed indigenously by Bharat Biotech in collaboration with ICMR, that was being administered to the Prime Minister. And the Prime Minister smiled throughout as Sister P. Naveda administered the first shot to him.
सर को वैक्सीनेट करने के लिए मुझे बुलाया गया था और इधर आने के बाद पता चला कि सर आ रहे हैं. सर से मिलकर अच्छा लगा. सर ने अच्छी बात की है. सर को भारत बायोटेक की कोवैक्सीन दिया गया है फर्स्ट डोज, और वैक्सीन देने के बाद सर ने बोला लगा भी थी, पता भी नहीं चला करके.
Prime Minister taking the Covaxin shot has sent a significant message to those who tried to create doubts in the minds of the people against the Indian-made Covaxin.
Who is going to get himself vaccinated with a vaccine where there are question marks on its reliability?
मैं तो नहीं लगवाऊंगा अभी वैक्सीन. मैंने अपनी बात कह दी, और वो भी बीजेपी लगाएगी, उसका भरोसा करूंगा मैं? अरे जाओ भाई.
Silenced by the Prime Minister, the opposition is now forcing an election angle into the vaccination drive.
आज जब वैक्सीनेशन की ये छवि मेरे पास आए तो मैंने देखा कि उन्होंने एक गमछा पहने हैं और केरल और तमिलनाडु की नार्स को भी उन मदद ले रहे हैं. 3 स्टेट में चुनाव हो रहे हैं और 3 स्टेट के साथ मोदी जी का आज की जो उनका वैक्सीनेशन, इसके साथ संयोग से कोई जुड़ा हुआ लगता है.
With ministers leading by example, the government is hoping that the vaccination drive picks up and the negativity campaign is defeated.
This is something which is worth applauding. Even the opposition people who may be passing on whatever comments, I don't know, but they also in their heart of hearts, they know that Prime Minister has done a great and marvelous thing. And I would like to appeal to the opposition leaders also now, they should also start getting vaccinated now.
As per the government data, at least 17 lakh people have registered on the CoWIN app for vaccination in just 12 hours. A proof that opposition's petty politics on vaccine has failed. Let's debate.
Well, I think I'd first like to begin by saying that it's absolutely great day today, and I said earlier, and I'm sure you'll agree with me, that the best part was that the Prime Minister didn't jump the ship. He didn't jump the queue. He got vaccinated when his time came, like any other citizen, when he was eligible. I think that's the best part. I think the second best part MR said was that when he's getting vaccinated, he has also ensured that India is well in the middle of the world's largest and most admired vaccination drive. The whole world, if you see across the world today, the whole world is praising India and the Prime Minister. And the third thing is that he's got himself vaccinated with Covaxin, which is Bharat Biotech, about which the opposition was trying to create so much confusion in the minds of the people. And today we are the largest exporter of vaccines to the entire world. I'm wondering in all of this, MR, my dear friend, if the word shame applies to anyone. Because I think today is truly a day of great shame. Today is truly a day of great shame. I wouldn't say dismay. Of great shame for all the people who used to be, pointing their finger 2 to 3 months back or 6 months back, saying this country has failed and the Prime Minister has failed. No, sir, no. This country is the most successful in the battle against COVID in the whole world. You have failed. Am I right, Ajay? India is the most successful, Ajay Alok. They have failed.
Yep.
They have failed. Right? So maybe you want to introspect tonight, Syed Aslam, that what did we do? We abused not the Prime Minister, we abused our country. We tried to play on self-doubt. When the country needed confidence, we tried to create doubt. When the people of the country needed to be motivated, we did everything to spread confusion and panic within them. And what did you do? You tried to create some political advantage of COVID. You said people will die.
From Kerala and Tamil Nadu,
they will be helpless. There will be no food. There will be a famine. Half the country will be down with COVID. Oh my God, you still have the confidence to speak tonight, is it?
Well, absolutely not.
You still, after all this, Abdul Razak still has the confidence to speak tonight. Fine. Open the debate. Now we'll see. With MR Venkatesh, open the debate.
Nurses from
Open the
Kerala,
debate now. Recall everything you did.
Arnab,
for the last 3 months.
So, a nurse from
one minute.
Kerala...
No, one of you at a time. One of you at a time. No, one of you. MR, just wait. Let him complete his comment. So, what's wrong? Nurses from Tamil Nadu or Kerala or Puducherry or wherever they may be, what's the issue?
They come from Kerala and Tamil Nadu because those states are going for election. Now, experts have already warned
yeah, why not?
even after taking the vaccine, you are not supposed to
so why
remove the
not?
mask.
I think you guys have gone completely crazy.
Walk the talk.
Completely bonkers.
Yeah.
This is how
I'll tell you one thing, MR, if I may be allowed. Yeah, this is, how petty can you be? Exactly, how petty can you be? And they said also, MR, they said, oh, he's wearing a gamusa. We say, in Assamese, we call it gamusa, not gamucha. Gamusa. He's wearing a gamusa.
Yes.
Why? Assam is not part of India. Huh? Assam is not part of India. It's a gamusa.
Assami gamcha,
gamusa. In Assamese, they say gamusa.
Assistant from Tamil Nadu.
Only the poll-bound states are
so
India.
Vaccine from
Nothing else is
Hyderabad.
India. In every aspect.
Arnab, Assami gamcha, nurse from Tamil Nadu.
And
I think they should have kept something from West Bengal as well.
you He was also wearing a shawl. Where was the shawl from? Where was the shawl from?
It should be a political stunt. What is...
No, let them expose themselves.
What is political stunt? You try to politicize. Arnab.
Let me tell you at the outset.
In fact, there are leaders who are suspecting whether we had the quality of the vaccine, whether it would stand the test of rigors of science. And here we are supplying vaccine to over 30 countries. And each and every country except the opposition is so filled with gratitude. Please learn from the world how much gratitude they have for our scientists. Please learn from the world if you don't learn from yourself.
My friend,
And also, the Prime Minister has led its way by demonstrating that the Indian vaccine stands second to none. It is an ode to our scientists. Please understand, to learn to salute.
Absolutely, there is no doubt about it.
Then you are the people who are questioning. You are the people who are questioning that the vaccine will come with some downsides, including creation of impotency in men. This is what you said. You said it is a BJP vaccine. Damn it, it is not a BJP vaccine. It is an Indian vaccine. We should be proud about it. And you don't. The problem, sir, is that you have lost your mooring so much so that you are in your hatred for Narendra Modi, you are not able to have
anything which you do in India, which you do in India needs to have a political
vaccine is a success story. The vaccine is a huge success story. A small jab for Narendra Modi is a giant leap for the mankind. If I had to paraphrase Neil Armstrong, so that is what is happening today. By taking this jab, the Prime Minister Narendra Modi has demonstrated he will stand in the queue, he will demonstrate, he will walk the talk. And your people in the opposition can only be nitwits, and they can, these nitwits in the opposition can only be petty. They can talk down India.
But can I say one thing? Can I say one thing? No. First of all, I want to step in tonight for a minute. And I want to ask people one by one. I want to ask people one by one. Calm down. Learn from me. Calm down. Learn from me. Calm down. You know, there are two things I wish you had learned from me, Syed Aslam. The first is, I never speak out of turn. And second, I'm always calm. Look at the way I'm behaving and then follow me. Now my question is tonight, I want to ask, the nation wants to know from Monojit Mandal whether you will take the jab. No. Whether you will take the jab.
Yes. Yes, I will.
Or whether you will avoid getting vaccinated. If you can, will you or will you not take the jab? Secondly, will you doubt, if and when your turn comes to take the jab, will you avoid Covaxin? My question is, would you have any doubts over Covaxin? Because I think I'm so proud of Covaxin.
No, certainly not. In fact, since you have asked this personal question, I'll register. In fact, I'm trying to register my name, not because of my age, but because of my comorbidity. I'm eligible to get a vaccine in this turn only. And yes, I will certainly register for Covaxin. Yes. And, you are not aware of the fact that one of my ministers in Bengal government, he was part of the clinical trial for this particular vaccine. So we had no issue with the safety of the vaccine. It was, first of all, I definitely wish the Prime Minister of India good health after taking the vaccine. We all, have loved to see him taking this vaccine long time back when it came in the market, or it was sort of given as a trial run. But nonetheless, we are happy that he has taken the vaccine.
Why would he? He's taken it when his turn has come. I'm sorry. On that point, I disagree with you. I would, this whole point, I want to settle the first point, Monojit. I'm sorry to interrupt.
Then why
one minute, please. One second. Monojit, one point. You said, I wish he had taken it earlier. I think that's an absurd question. The Prime Minister could not have taken it earlier. He was not jumping the line. He's taken it when he's eligible, when he's in the right age category. So he's taken it when he's eligible. Ajay, I don't know why they've been asking for the longest time why he's not taken it earlier. Because had the Prime Minister taken it earlier, you would have said he's behaving like a VVIP. No, this is not correct. This whole question has to be settled now. Why were you asking all this while why he's not taken it earlier? No. You're damned if you do and you're damned if you don't. This logic doesn't apply. Why is he not taking it earlier? It's an absurd question.
I'm not.
It's an absurdity.
I'm not dislodging the
It's an absurdity of the highest order.
Why are you debating? Because it is now inspiring.
No. Why you stop asking that silly question?
We wanted the same thing to happen a month ago. I'm not asking.
But he can't take it earlier.
I just wanted him to take the vaccine.
How can he take it a month ago when he's not eligible?
That's it.
So do we want a rule where you say the Prime Minister should be eligible over others? I'm very proud to have a Prime Minister who doesn't break the rules.
Raise the doubt. We did not raise the doubt. One section of the scientific community.
It is not for the Prime Minister to break the queue to clear the doubt.
Not us.
That's silly. I think Ajay, you have to come in this. No, this part is terrible. You're being foolish here. I'm sorry, Manoj.
Yes, Manojit, I just want to say,
Manojit, part of this Covaxin trial. Why could not the other
Manojit,
ministers in the central government?
can you listen? Can you listen?
Our minister, Mr. Firad Hakim, took this vaccine.
Yes. Manojit, can I answer that? Can I answer that? Can I answer that?
Please do.
Well, in the trial round, there was not only ministers from your government, there was also Mr. Vij from Haryana. There were other ministers from other government also. So clinical trial is a different thing. To get a vaccine is different.
So then why like the question
WHO
of
right from the beginning started saying that it is the health worker. Health worker is the health. Okay. Don't speak in between. There's no point. That's good. That's great. I appreciate that. But WHO right from the beginning clearly said that it will be the health workers and the frontline workers who will be vaccinated first. Then accordingly age category will be decided. Hence in the whole world the health workers and the frontline workers got vaccinated. So there was no question of PM jumping the line and taking the vaccine first. And it was raised on 16 January. This question was raised by not even by Congress, Samajwadi Party, every party, that why PM and all, they are not taking a vaccine. Why they are making people the guinea pig. You know what happens in the process? You end up cursing PM for no reason, and in the due course, the Prime Minister gets stronger and he is loved by the people and he gets more support. On the same issue, you did this fiasco twice. One on 16 January and one today. Okay, he has got vaccinated, so he's doing a political drama, he's doing event management. The whole thing is going with the PM. Why don't you understand this? What kind of opposition you are? You are giving him the bullets, you are coming yourself in the firing line.
He doesn't do
I mean, is this the opposition or is this
he does indulge in event management, we know it.
What are you doing?
Let's face it.
What are you doing? What are you doing? What he did today was not managing 3 states.
Thank God that he did not have a Bengali
what he
nurse.
did, you will agree
Thank
to
God
me that
that
what
he
he
did
did
not have a
today.
Bengali nurse.
Okay,
Thank God
listen
that
to
he did not have a
me.
Bengali nurse.
Listen to me. What he did. Don't focus on one state. What I'm telling you that what he did today was not only focused on 3 states. It was focused on the whole India. He swept whole India. He swept whole India in this single action.
No problem.
In this single action, he swept whole India.
If he is focused on the whole India,
should be proud.
This morning, and yes, I'm getting everyone in. I'm getting Razak also. I'm getting Aparajita, and Swati Maheshwari has not spoken. I just want to allow me, Manojit. See, you're a very gifted man, but you're very repetitive sometimes. So you made your point. You lost the debate right at the start, and I'll give you a second shot. Coming back injured into the ring, but right now you're injured. So behave like a person who's been injured in the boxing ring. Yeah, no, I'm not. I'm fine. You're the one who was suspecting the government. Your insecurity was being seen here. You are the one who was questioning the credibility of the vaccine. You're the jack of all trades, Manojit. You're the jack of all trades. And the tragedy for you is that you've been neutralized by the Prime Minister with a shot in his arm. The Prime Minister has literally got a shot in his arm, and your political argument has been neutralized. And now, because I'm fed up of this argument, 1 minute, because I've been tolerant for the last 20 minutes, but because I'm fed up now, I will start pointing the finger at you. And wait till I point a finger at them. Aparajita, please come in, and Swati, please rescue me from these people. And DK Giri is there today. DK Giri is there today. See, I need to be rescued from this. Stop your inanities. Stop your inanities. Realize you've lost the debate. You've lost the debate, both of you. Now let me speak. You want me to open the phone lines? You want me to open the phone lines now? Should I open the phone lines right here, right now? You want to hear the people of the country? You want to know what they are thinking about you right now? Manojit, take a break, please. I get DK Giri into the debate. DK Giri, oh my God, Aparajita, there is a person called Manish Tiwari. I don't know where he has done his medicine from or a PhD vaccine technology from. But this man, I think he's a Congress MP, says, if the vaccine is so safe and if the vaccine is so reliable and if the efficacy of the vaccine is beyond question, then how is it that not a single functionary of the government has stepped forward to get themselves vaccinated? This man has egg on his face today. D.K. Giri, and you were supporting this Manish Tiwari. Yeah. Now isn't it time to point a finger at both you and Manish Tiwari for making those ridiculous comments? 1 minute. 1 minute. No, 1 minute. Is there something called shame? Is there something called shame? You made those comments. And Akhilesh said, am I going to trust a vaccine given by the BJP? Since when did Bharat Biotech become a BJP company? No, you made the comments. No, you made the comments. You made the comments. You want an apology to the people of this country. You made the comments.
From a Tamil Nadu opposition leader and a Kerala nurse. Opposition leader. Come on, Arnab, Modi. That is the spirit of opposition.
Have you heard the opposition leader like Goswami heaping praise on the Prime Minister?
D.K. Giri is debating.
Don't you see that? You see, so it is. Yeah, the point is, there are people who are also praising.
So who do you want him to praise? The Vadra family?
Prime Minister. Look at Ghulam Nabi Azad.
Who do you want him to praise? The Vadra family?
He commented on Prime Minister transparency. So it is in politics, there are national emergencies where we all pull together. It is not always a binary. The opposition is praising Narendra Modi today. They like his simplicity, they like his transparency. What do you say to that? Has Ghulam Nabi Azad joined BJP? He has not.
No, but I want to point the finger back. No, Aparajita is trying to get away. No, he's trying to get away. Even before I ask Aparajita, 1 minute, 9:28, even before I go to Aparajita, I want to ask, I would like to ask without being interrupted even once. I would like to ask without being interrupted even once. Dr. Swati Maheshwari, please, before Aparajita, the BJP spokesperson, comes in, please tell me, Dr. Swati Maheshwari, what is the impact at a larger level on the on people from the medical fraternity when politicians start commenting on the efficacy of vaccines?
I think nothing can be more sad for us and nothing can be more detrimental for our reputation than about these politicians who try to, bring about all those false narratives about the vaccine. I think as a doctor, my heart swelled with pride today when I saw the picture early morning, Prime Minister taking the jab, and not just the fact that the Prime Minister took the jab. I think the fact that's really swelled my heart with pride was the fact that in one frame, I could see representation of many states. Should not we be happy about it? That we can see unity in diversity. Are we not happy when we see Republic Day parade, when we see the strength of different states? Should we not be happy today that yes, a Pondicherry nurse is giving a vaccine. She has prospered to the fact that from her state she has migrated to Delhi. She's doing well over here. There are nurses from Kerala, there are nurses from Pondicherry. We should be proud of this fact. And more than this, what I feel, Arnab, today is that the Prime Minister took a vaccine when India is on the crossroads, when the graph of corona is going up, when there's hesitancy about the vaccine, still at least he came out and he's leading by example. When Biden takes the vaccine, when Saudi King takes the vaccine, when Israeli Prime Minister takes the vaccine, then we laud them. Then we say that these are the real leaders. But when our own Prime Minister comes out and takes a vaccine, especially at a point when he's not jumped the line, when he's trying to send a strong message to the people that the vaccine is safe, I think we should really be proud of the Prime Minister that we have today. Instead of throwing stones at him, instead of saying that, he's proud of politicizing the whole thing.
I think so. We are very proud of the Prime Minister today. We are very proud of the Prime Minister today. I think, if I may say so, Syed Aslam, if there can be a moment of, and the Prime Minister has led by example, by the way, in more ways than one. And we are now going to point the finger back at you. Aparajita Sarangi, who has been waiting almost half an hour for her turn. 1 minute. Now I'll open the debate.
We are going.
Arnab,
A very good evening.
Yeah, every Indian will get vaccinated. And the government is providing vaccines for many people at 250 rupees.
Yes, a very good evening.
Yeah. So let's keep some perspective here. Aparajita, you've heard everyone else.
Yes. Yes.
Yes,
I have been
Aparajita.
listening to each. Yes. I
Yeah.
have been listening to each one of you. And I am amused at the kind of response that we got from some of you. And we have heard Manish Tiwari. We have heard other Congress leaders like Adhiranjan Chaudhary. And I fail to understand why this particular issue be politicized.
Digvijay Singh.
At least COVID-19 management should be left aside. Please don't politicize it. Today in the morning, our Prime Minister has gone to the AIMS. He has waited for his turn and he has got a jab. I think he deserves all appreciation. We are so very proud of our Prime Minister. And in fact, I'm extremely happy today that these kinds of remarks have been made by the Congress party. Now I'll tell you why. Nurses coming from Kerala and Puducherry and the Assamese shawl around his shoulders. I think, let me tell you that I am very happy as a Bharatiya Janata Party spokesperson, as well as a citizen of the country. Because, somebody who is looked up to is watched so keenly. Our Prime Minister has set an example before the world. The way he has led the fight against COVID-19 is an example for other countries to follow.
These three particular states.
And today he has instilled
Madam, hello. Does he feel any want about these particular three states that he is not being properly represented
the
by these three
response
states?
of the Congress evokes laughter. It is ridiculous. In fact, it is important that you should learn to connect with other states too. When you were in power, you never connected with other states. So I think you are enhancing your general knowledge today by saying, somebody from Kerala, somebody from Puducherry, also bring in Aurobindo book.
Madam,
all these
people of this country have more IQ than you. People of this country have more IQ than you, and they're watching it very carefully. People of this nation have more IQ than you. Let me tell you very, very honestly. The Prime Minister of India represents the entire country.
Aparajita, please, should be allowed to complete.
The states which are going for polls.
This is an indigenous
very clearly that every action is a political stunt. Be it the budget, they are focused only on the poll-bound states. Be it the vaccination, they want to do the political gimmicks. Madam, there was no need for the Honorable Prime Minister to put the Assamese gamcha, and there was no need to quote only Pondicherry and Kerala in this vaccination drive. Yes, the Prime Minister's job was to allay the people.
This part, 1 minute, Syed, now 1 minute. 1 minute! Are Baba, 1 minute, Syed. Now, Syed, listen, 1 minute. We are just to put it in perspective. Just wait a minute. Don't get overexcited. Just to put it in perspective, I remember the Prime Minister went to Guwahati in November 2017, and he went to the Kamakhya Mandir, and he wore a gamusa. Okay, and in 2019, when he was performing yoga, you can check the pictures on International Yoga Day. I think it was in Ranchi. Also, he was wearing the gamusa. Okay, and on 15th April, when he changed his display picture on his social media handles, okay, his mouth and nose were covered with the gamusa and his hands were folded in namaste. So please don't say the Prime Minister is wearing the Assamese gamusa for the first time. This is, the problem in your mind. Second point, Ajay, I don't know what they want. They want that the Prime Minister should have gone to him. And then before the nurses, 1 minute. Quiet, please, no, please now you got to stop now. Before, Abdul Razak, you have this, Abdul Razak, did I ask you for playback singing? When I'm speaking, why are you speaking over me? Listen to me. You wanted that the Prime Minister, what he wanted, Ajay, Prime Minister should go, and then you should ask the nurse, which state are you from? And if the nurse said Puducherry, he should then tell the director of same, please get somebody else because Puducherry is going to elections. Then he should call the next nurse and he should say, where are you from? And if she says, I'm from Kerala, then he should say, no, please, I want somebody who's from a state which is not going to the elections. You know, this is the kind of stupidity. This is the kind of stupidity that you people do by making these kind of comments.
Stupid.
And stunt.
No, it's
but that's
it's
not
good
the
that they are doing this kind of stupidity.
So according to them, the Prime Minister has taken the COVID shot for votes.
No, it's good.
Indians to take the jab.
See, it's good. Politically, if you see, it's good for the NDA and good for the Prime Minister that they keep on speaking like this. They keep on speaking like this and go on. Keep on speaking like this, it will help us. Because you are making fool of yourself. From nowhere you are making fool of yourself. You are in a habit of making a fool of yourself. Look at Manish Tiwari, look at Digvijay Singh, look at Akhilesh Yadav, look at Tej Pratap Yadav. Everybody of you are making fool of yourself. And you know, it's Manish Tiwari, classical example. And still, on shouting this debate, Abdul, you are again making a fool of yourself. You know you are helping NDA. Great job.
We will give you
Go on doing like this.
From today,
you are being cursed by the whole country because you guys in the process of demeaning the vaccine, you have demeaned the scientists of this country. You have demeaned the nation.
Today,
what about election? Election. Every election you lose and then you cry. Every election you lose and then you cry.
Sir, in the elections you said free vaccination.
250, 200, 150, 160.
Did you not say in the elections?
It's a free vaccination till now. It's a free vaccination till now. If you go in private, then you will get to pay 250. Don't go in private. In Bihar, it's free. Even in private. In Bihar, it's free.
That is a jumla.
In Bihar, it's free. Even in private, it's free. In Bihar, it's free. Ask your Congress government to make it free. Who does not ask you to do so?
No roadmap.
Ask your Congress friends to make it free in their state. Ask Mamta Didi to make it free in West Bengal. Sorry, she can't do that now. Because it's already a code of conduct now. And she's no more going to be the chief minister next. See, your problem is that you guys have become so much frustrated that in order to solve your frustration, you are just opposing each and anything which comes to Narendra Modi and the Prime Minister. You have gone mad. You have gone blind.
Can I come in for
a minute? Mad and blind.
Can I come in for a minute again, please? Can I come in for a minute again, please? I'd like to bring in Aparajita again. And my 1 minute. Just a minute. Now I just want to make one point and then I'll throw it open to the panelists. Aparajita will debate here at this point, please, with Manojit Mandal, and I'll get everyone in. Viewers, I was convinced from April that when the first cases of COVID came into the country and were reported, and I saw the way the Prime Minister was leading the fight back, I knew we would win. But I was convinced from the start, Aparajita, that the opposition was seeing COVID as an opportunity, which is why they spread these lies that all migrants are going to be left on the roads and migrants will have no food and it was a manufactured crisis, right? Then they politicized the Shramik Express. Don't stop me now. I will, as they say, main poll kholne wala hu. I'm going to expose you all, so quietly listen now. They politicized the Shramik Express. They tried to create panic over the lockdown. They called Prime Minister's Diwali with the forces PR. 1 minute. You said half the country will get COVID. Then some of your paid agents in the media did interviews with people saying India is a disaster. Then some of those who write $200 pieces in the New York Times started writing about how India is in a disaster zone, things are going to be terrible, we can't handle the situation, there are no PPEs, we are unprepared, Modi the right wing Prime Minister has led the country to a crisis. And where are these people right now? In their rat holes. Where are they now? I want to know, Aparajita, where are they now?
How could you forget how
they said we were finished. They said we were finished.
You blamed it on the...
We are the most successful country in the fight against COVID. You understand that?
Absolutely. How did you systematically target our government?
There you go. And I think it's phenomenal what the government has achieved.
Every action
It's phenomenal.
I would say every positive
You and your $200 sold out Latvians, so-called journals.
How could you forget how the migrant
Opposition
laborer
has lost
their
its political
job?
field
How
in the
could you
country.
forget?
Opposition
how
has
the
absolutely
single,
Should I open the phone lines? You want to hear what the people of the country think about you?
How could you forget?
So unfortunately, this
Did you or did you not? Did you or did you not? Did you or did you not try to make COVID into a political opportunity, the nation wants to know?
They have nothing to say. And this is
Did
the
you or
reason
did you
why
not try to mutilate the fight against COVID into a political opportunity, the nation wants to know? Answer my question right now. Are we the leaders in the global fight against COVID? Have we not done better than the United States of America, where your articles get published and you get a few dollars thrown at you? Come on, answer my question now.
The state of West Bengal was systematically
got
targeted by the
assistance
central
in the
government,
form of
especially by
medicines
the
from our
Minister of
country.
Home.
Aparajita,
What are you talking about?
we have to point the finger at you tonight. We are pointing the finger back at you tonight. You are pointing the finger at you.
About 20
And ask the people of the country, has the time come to point a finger back at them or not?
The
MR Venkatesh.
General of the World Health Organization has also appreciated, lauded the efforts of the Prime Minister in handling COVID-19. And we are also aware of the fact that many of the country's prime ministers and presidents who got assistance wrote letters of commendation and letters of thanks to the
We
Prime
have
Minister.
several debates. I have been participant for several years in your debate. But I will tell you, today is one day where the opposition has come
MR.
without any preparation, and they look so foolish in trying to oppose the Prime Minister in his efforts. What they are trying to do is to hurt the nation and its.
See, whatever they are saying works laughter.
What they are doing is that they are making a fool of themselves, and unfortunately, the politics is dominating everything else. The politics should stop. Please, for heaven's sake, don't try to indulge in politics in every damn thing. You will come second best at best. So you don't have the locus to say the people of this country are seeing your game day in and day out.
It is time to ask.
You for all this
I wish to say one thing tonight, MR, you know, when I see this, I feel so inspired, not as a journalist, but I feel so inspired as a citizen of this country. Because MR, you and I roughly of the same generation and age, MR, the time has come for us, people like you, me, Ajay Alok, all of us in fact, to think what can we do in the rest of the active years of our life if we are in good health, and what would we do to serve our country. And I would say this, that I would do anything to begin a new battle, to a new strive, a new effort to make our country a superpower by 2030. So I say therefore that those who were born in the new century will for the most part of their lives live in a superpower and be citizens of a superpower. That is my aspiration, Ajay. Genuinely. I say somebody, allow me to complete, have higher aspirations than what you are. And I say today with no doubt, Swati, I say with no doubt, you're the only non-politician on the panel tonight, that and mark my words today, that stop disturbing me. Viewers, our step forward to becoming a superpower has started with our tremendous victory over COVID, and because we have shown the whole world that they are world's greatest providers of COVID vaccines. We are on our way to becoming a superpower now, and you can't bear that. You can't bear that because you're not in power when that effort is happening. This is our first step to being a superpower. Swati, aren't you proud of it? I am incredibly proud. I am incredibly proud today.
100 million lost jobs.
Absolutely proud of it.
You don't understand what big an achievement this is.
I've been studying medicine for good 15-20 years. Arnab, I've been studying medicine from good 15, 20 years, and every time, for every disease that we have studied, every breakthrough medicine that has come, we have looked towards West. That is where all the medicines, all the vaccines have come, and today is a proud moment, and I'm very proud that today I could see this day when India is leading the world with the vaccines. We are supplying, we are no longer beggars, we are no longer asking for vaccines, anything. We are givers now. We are giving it to so many countries now. I think we should be proud of it, and I think people have fallen on their face, and they've fallen on their face number of times during this entire COVID journey, because they were looking for an opportunity to pounce on the government, but fortunately they have not got a valid point anywhere during this entire journey. And today we have a Prime Minister who talks about Atmanirbhar Bharat, who talks about local for vocal, who talks about Swadeshi vaccine, who knows where the power lies. The power lies in India. It lies in the Indian people, and that's what he's trying to portray. That's what he's trying to project to the world. He's not talking about fragmentation. These are the people who are talking about fragmentation. He's the one who's showing that India is the leader. India will be the leader, and I'm sure we are already on that path. And in coming years, we will see India as one of the major powers, standing shoulder to shoulder with the best of the developed countries that are there. But yes,
Swati, I saw a video
time.
recently.
We need to have patience. We need to trust.
Swati, I saw a video recently. Swati, I saw a video recently.
Yeah.
And I was almost emotional when I saw it. Because when I was studying abroad in my college, there were people from the Dominican Republic. And I had some friends from that country. And I saw a video, Ajay, which made me almost emotional. I saw a video where there was a picture of a plane landing in the Dominican Republic, and the words of the Prime Minister, the Dominican Prime Minister, Roosevelt Skerrit, where he said, Ajay, I must confess that I did not imagine that that the prayers of my country and the people of my country would be answered so swiftly. And that was a picture of a plane landing from India with a large consignment of COVID vaccines. And I thought, look here, on the other side of the world, we are receiving the blessings of a grateful nation. And on this side, we have some ungrateful and shameless people within our country, Ajay, who have been doing nothing but abusing the Prime Minister for the last 11 months. And I think, Ajay, these people who come from these dynastic families don't understand 5 things: discipline, effort, sacrifice, achievement, and aspiration. They don't understand this. They don't understand what it takes to achieve this.
Arnab, let me tell you.
Can I ask something?
This is a silly argument. Ajay, you can debate now.
Today I am convinced.
Doctors became doctors before 2014.
Arnab, today I am convinced that this vaccine has certain psychotropic effects, especially on the opposition, especially on this family-owned parties. They have a psychotropic side effects. What is reflecting in the way they are speaking. When a doctor is speaking, they are trying to politicize the effect. So this vaccine has a psychotropic side effects. And I have been watching this for the last 3 months, ever since the vaccine was to be launched. They started shouting at the top of the voice because they thought Modi will run away with all the credit. Come on, forget it about everything. Today, India has picked up. India has picked up, and the vaccination drive is going to take in 200. You all have to forget it. Forget it. It's a matter of vaccination. You go and take vaccine, get yourself protected. Manojji, you have a comorbidity, go and take vaccine. Ask Mamta Didi to take vaccine. We want her to be safe and sound. We want a position like you who can make fool of themselves every now and then, makes our work very easier. Please, we want to stay you healthy. Go and take your vaccine.
We want a party like you which can take sides any moment
everyone to take vaccine.
on the drop of the hat.
No. I want
Yes,
you
I
all
am
to take
telling
vaccine.
Ajay Alok,
Keep
he
on
is
making
ignoring.
fool of yourself.
We want a party
No
like
point
you which
debating
can
with
switch
you.
sides at any moment. Ajay Alok, Ajay Alok, you are an
You take
opportunist.
vaccine, then
So
only you will be
don't
able to criticize
patronizing.
me and my party.
You are a rank
Then only
opportunist.
you will be able to
You are
criticize
a
me and
rank
my party.
opportunist.
First you take
change
vaccine,
party. You change
stay
parties
healthy.
like people change
Don't have a
towels.
psychotropic
People
effect of
change
the vaccine
towels.
on you.
Ajay Alok, you have no moral
Don't have
authority
psychotropic
to
effect of
come
vaccine
and
on
comment
you.
on politics.
That's very important.
You are a rank
It's important for
opportunist.
the health of the country that
You
the
are a rank
opposition should stay
opportunist.
healthy.
Forget about the vaccine.
We have to think
You are
on
no
that
politics.
terms also.
You are no politics.
Forget
no
it, even if
in
you're
your life.
opportunist, I'm giving you an
Ajay Alok,
opportunity, go
you
and
are
take the
ashamed
vaccine.
that I should be ashamed
I'm
that
giving
you
you an
belong to a
opportunity,
party.
go and take the vaccine
You are an
first and
opportunist.
thank the PM.
There is a difference between opportunity
Thank
and
the PM,
opportunist.
thank the scientist and
You
say
are a
India
rank
is great.
opportunist. You are a turncoat.
Say India is great.
You are a turncoat.
Say India is great.
You are a turncoat, Ajay
Say
Alok.
India is great,
You are
scientists are
we
great
don't-
and the
we don't
work
want
done
to
is
learn anything
exemplary.
from you. You
This kind
will
of
join
political
tomorrow
leadership is
Communist
required in the
Party.
country. Say this.
You are a turncoat. You cannot
problem.
lecture
Okay,
us
what's
on
troubling you
morality.
then? See the
Aparajita,
psychotropic
last
effect.
word, Aparajita,
You don't
responding to
understand
DK.
that you are an
Aparajita, last word.
Change
He's
party
been very
like
patient
people
today.
change towels. Ajay Alok, you should be ashamed of yourself, Ajay Alok. Come to a television and give lectures on morality and logic.
See, I'm
Ajay
amazed
Alok, be
at
ashamed
the
of
ridiculous
yourself.
behavior of the opposition. So you just cannot keep on opposing just for the sake of it. When a good thing happens, I think it's our duty to actually come forward and with a large heart applaud the efforts of government.
I think
you need to learn to applaud.
I think the Prime Minister,
You need to applaud.
I think Prime Minister, medical fraternity, all of them, Serum Institute, Bharat Biotech, our doctors have done such a phenomenal job. Today. The WHO chief is praising the Prime Minister. America has praised India. Dominican Republic has praised India. Bolsonaro from Brazil is praising India. But DK Giri, when will you praise India? Ladies and gentlemen, the nation wants to on the other side tonight. Why? The Congress party is now breaking up on a new issue about a coalition in Bengal. What's going on in the Vadra Congress? Back in a few minutes on The Debate.